Hey guys, it's John, and today we are playing Love Sam. This is an eye that I've had my game on. This is a game that I've had my eye on for quite some time. It was developed by Korean Linguistics Lab, so I guess it's a Korean game? I don't know. It came highly recommended by some of my friends that played it, CJU and Minx. They both said that it was one of the best horror games they've played in recent years. They also said that there's a lot of reading, so just be forewarned, we're probably going to see a lot of notes. It's only a couple bucks on Steam. I can't remember if I paid for it or if I got a code from the developer. I think I got a code from the developer, but I had already bought it when they gave me a code. That tends to happen a lot. Because despite what you may think from my upload frequency, I'm on top of things. A little heart next to the light switch. I love electricity too. Without it, I'd be reading a book or something. That's strange. My front door is locked. From the inside? So this is supposed to be a horror game. And the most horrific thing I've seen so far is that there's nothing in the fridge. Oh, Marie Kondo would have a fit looking at this. You're supposed to fold and respect your clothing, sir. Is it just me or am I kind of short? My chin's coming up against the toilet tank right there. And I have no reflection, so we're a vampire. There's nothing in the medicine cabinet. That's probably for the best. You can only find bad things in there. I want to read My Dirty Little Secrets. Phone's not charged. Can we read it? I want to hear some secrets. Read on to move on. Okay. The last human on Earth was sitting alone in a room. There came a knock on the door. Is there gonna be a knock on the door when I go to the next page? No. I've never cared for keeping a diary, but now seems to be a good time to start keeping one. Why? Because after all these years, I just can't forget about what used to be the light of my life. I know. Overdramatic much? Knowing Brian Culmer as much as I did is bound to leave that big chunk of residue. What? What was that sentence? Let's just say this diary is what's left of our relationship. 3 years. No. 3 years have passed and the world around me is still the same. Well, except for me. I look like a mummified corpse. What would B say if he saw me again? B left Rosen Peak the moment he graduated high school. What was that? Well, the lights flickered. But I heart electricity. As you can see over there, I got it in my crosshairs. B left Rosen Peak the moment he graduated high school to go to a fancy college of his dreams. Since then, I could only rely on my memories of him to keep on going. I wonder if it was the same for him, too. So we got a heart that says SB, so I guess we're playing as Sam? When you love someone, his whole existence just gets etched into your brain. So no matter how much B changes, I will always know it's him. But will B do the same for me? I know B liked me a lot too, but he was not the most likely person to remember stuff. Considering how long 3 years felt for me, it's possible he did forget about me. Or am I giving him too little credit? So here comes the big question. Will he remember me? And there's an Ouija board. Can we use it? That's an evil son right there. Okay, I can't turn the next page. Is there an Ouija board I can interact with? You know what? I haven't actually checked these drawers. Oh, that one's locked. Will he remember me? Oh. Oh, I can choose. Yes, he will remember you. Oh, that's all I had to do. Who am I kidding? It's B we're talking about. We didn't have the most perfect relationship, but he won't just dump his memory of me down the toilet or something. He's too much of a nice guy for that. And don't forget cute. I just hope our time together was meaningful enough for him, enough to make him cherish even the darkest ones. Speaking of cherishable memories, I wonder what happened to Joe's Diner. It used to be my favorite place, naturally because it was B's favorite place to begin with. Get your own favorite place, Sam. Come on. If there were two things that were too good for Rosen Peak, it would be Brian and Joe's Diner. I promise Brian wasn't that cool. You're making him out to be like 10 out of 10 awesome. I don't think so. Home of the best pancakes in the world. Brian Colmer. What a great quote. 5 stars. You can get burgers and pancakes at Joe's Diner. Great. Things were so much easier back then. B could just go, hey, and I would be like, hey. Nothing but hang out after that, with some occasional visit to Colton Hill. We had such a good thing going. Why do I feel like Brian actually maybe didn't even know you existed? Will he remember my voice? Will he say, hey to me again? Did time already ruin our moments? Wait, no, I didn't mean to hang up. Oh. Right click would have been to answer. Okay, I'll answer this time. Okay. Thank you very much. So, I just want to say hello every time I called him. But what I want to do and can do are 2 different things, as always. Just enjoying B's presence on the other side of the phone was satisfying too in a way, though. Oh, this is a stalker situation. I imagined him eagerly waiting to hear something other than my breath. Oh my god, this dude said hi to you once! This dude said hi to you once. That's literally the extent of your relationship. I wish I could sneak into people's minds. How did that... Okay, so hang on. So we're playing as Brian. Wait, what? This was not here. Was it? August 21st, 2006. That as a debut outfit, I admire your confidence, Sam. And with that, my whole high school years were probably over. First day of new school, the new girl in town got classified as undesirable by what seems to be the queen of Wayride Academy. I spent last night telling myself, confidence, Sam, confidence. But looks like I should have spent this time picking better clothes. I try not to care too much about blending in, but these kids already look at me like I'm a candy handed out by strangers. The package seems fine, but you know there's something fishy in there. Judging from their whispers, I could figure out they didn't know Wayride even accepted transfers. It's been less than 24 hours since I moved to Rosen Peak, and I already enjoy staying alone in my dorm room more than attempt socializing with people who call me a city girl. Well, screw you too, hillbillies. Besides, I decided not to force myself into making friends after how my old friends decided to turn on me. I just hope these guys leave me alone at least. Keeping a diary sure can help keep things together in all the chaos. I haven't kept a diary since kindergarten, but this seems like a good time to restart. Kudos to Mom for giving me the advice. Oh shoot, almost forgot calling her. Write you later, diary, my only true friend. Love, Sam. Boy, this reminds me of... I used to journal. I used to dabble in journaling a bit. Excuse me, I'm trying to read right now. Back to creepy shit. I wish I could sneak into people's minds, look behind their eyes just by staring. If I had that power, I would never stop looking through B's window. Wait, hang on. Oh, this is like a collection of notes. Okay. Don't look through my window. What the hell? What the hell is this? Will B remember the moment he came into my life? For me, it is as clear as the moment he left. So clear that the downfall of our relationship still cuts deep into my heart. So there's stranger, friend, special someone. Huh. Yeah, life in Rosen Peak was a jar filled with bittersweet candies. Not exactly tasteful, but I learned to enjoy it. Nevertheless, it's where my heart lies. Wrote a poem in B's memory. He used to struggle with Miss Lasley's poetry practices, even if he didn't have to try that hard. Miss Lasley always told us, poetry is not about using fancy words. Let your feelings do all the work. Well, this is how I feel. I stand at his doorstep, heart filled with desire. Oh, you're gonna rhyme desire with fire, aren't you? He rushed down the stairs, heart red like fire. But before his spirit can soar, first he must answer the door. Don't. Bro. Fine. I'll fall for it. Here we go. Look at the people. Oh my god. What? I can't see anything. I can't open it even if I wanted to. Probably for the best. What the? Stacy is a classic. FYI, she's the one who talked crap about my favorite vintage shirt. It's like she jumped straight out of a cheesy teen drama. Blonde, hot, always talking, and a cheerleader. She even has a beefy jock for a boyfriend. I didn't want to start talking shit about someone already, but how could I resist? Every time I get in Stacy's view triggered an obvious backbite. I'm seriously starting to think she's under a curse that kills her if she stopped talking about someone else. I'm Stacy. I'm pretty. Sadly, coping with her bitchiness wasn't the hardest part of the day. Mom called again. As far as she knows, it's just rainbows and butterflies here in Rosen Peak. I can still remember the complicated face she made when I told her that my application was accepted by a Wayrite. None of us were expecting them to approve a transfer request of an 11th grader. Ooh, I was an 11th grade transfer student. That is, transferred to another school my senior year. Yeah. It was tough. Actually, it wasn't that tough. I made friends really easily, and I had a good time. Even if she told me she understands my need to move out of the city, I really feel guilty for leaving her alone. You already used up your last runaway chance, Sam. Get yourself together. If not for you, for Mom. Now, some of you may remember that I have said before that I was homeschooled. I was homeschooled through 10th grade, and then I went to a small private school that got shut down because it fell into debt in 11th grade. So I had to transfer to a different school. Well, not transfer. I just had to attend a new school my senior year. It was kind of tough at first, mostly because like my classmates had all known each other for, 12 years. But yeah, I can't complain. Other Wayrite kids were so predictable. Their doors were already open even before I put my hand on the knob. But B's door was closed shut and so beautifully painted. Everyone liked him, but couldn't get him to open up. What is this creepy shit you drew? I knew there was something more behind that pretty paint. Something behind his bright smile. One last thing I'll say about the transfer thing. The hardest part of it was probably that homecoming was like a month after school started. So it was tough getting a homecoming date. People that I didn't even know. And I only had like a couple weeks to do it, literally. But I pulled it off. I had a date to homecoming. I was happy with it too. Pleased. But yeah, it was a nerve-wracking couple of weeks. But on the other hand, being able to hang out with him was a good enough blessing for me. Enough to make me want to never leave his side. Never, ever. Are you beside me right now? Okay, I was expecting to see something. Okay, so this is a... Okay. What? Whose hand was that? Oh, no! Fine. No, fine. My first Rosen Peak weekend. As the name itself gives away, the small town fits perfectly as a setting for a mystery horror genre. Lush forest, endless hills, and a lake I'm certain is hiding a couple of dead bodies. How certain are you, Sam? I could pay a visit one day and take some gorgeous shots. As for now, I'm just gonna leave those POI, persons of interest, on my to-do list, which is already filled with crazy amount of homework. I now know why youngsters of Wayrite will try their best to get as far away from school as possible after class to escape from choking on the pressure that teachers give them. Even on weekdays, pretty girls like Stacy will have their boyfriends give them a ride, and others make use of the power of public transportation to get to the more crowded parts of town. It does feel too quiet with no one left in school, but at least I don't feel as lonely as I was in San Diego. At least I don't have to watch everyone I know turn their faces away like I'm some kind of demon spawn. At least I don't have to be reminded how fucked up things can be in a single moment. Moving on won't be easy, but as long as I keep myself busy, it won't be that hard. As for my weekend plan, I'll just improvise in the morning. Write you later. Love, Sam. Okay. Great. Is my phone still dead? Okay. B was always pushing his limits. Well, it was more like he was always being pushed, but he was good at it. That's why he naturally became the best quarterback of the team, while maintaining a high grade for a star player. Wow, he's just perfect, isn't he? Oh my god, he's good looking, and funny, and nice, and athletic. He's probably like 6'2" also. If he was some 5'8" piece of shit, we wouldn't even be writing our diary about him. B was the best quarterback Wayrite could ask for. Seeing him running all sweaty on the field always triggered something tingly within me. That's weird. Something that made me want to catch him behind his back and never let go. Okay. All sorts of feelings and thoughts were pumped restlessly into my brain with every heartbeat. Gave me a bad headache. A good kind of bad headache. There is no good kind of bad headache. I'm gonna stop you right there. I want it to stop. I wanted it to never stop. But as soon as B gave me that hey, all those headaches were washed away. Used to be the best prescription I could ask for. Take away the pain, let only the good things stay. Hey. You know, I remember writing in my journal. See, if you're a girl, you can call it a diary. If you're a guy, it's a journal, all right? Diaries are for girls. That was all a joke. It's a satire. I was satirizing a viewpoint that I don't agree with. So yeah, in my diary, when I was like 14, 15 years old, I used to write in there when a girl I liked said hey to me. That's all it took. That was an entire entry. I could milk paragraphs out of that. She said hi to me today. It felt really good. You know, I mean, it wasn't like these were people I never talked to. I had conversations with them, but like they went out of their way to say hi to me, to greet me, which I thought was cool. Okay, I'm not like Sam. All right, don't get the wrong idea. Hi, and then it's cut out. What's going on here? Do I go back? Okay, wait. Oh, I see. No, I get it. Huh. Well, let's just cover that up. Who is there? Okay, fine, I'll read another entry. For a boarding school. Oh, it was a boarding school, huh? Wayrite intellectuals are not that interested in becoming intelligent. I guess it was obvious that it was a boarding school because of what they wrote previously about their mom and stuff. I visited the library today and two things surprised me. One, the place was much bigger than the one in my old school. Someone could get lost in there. Two, I had a strong feeling that people rarely visit the library. Maybe because they feared being lost in there. The place was too clean. Even the books showed little sign of human touch. Now I feel sorry for complaining about Miss Lasley's book assignment. I wonder if Stacy's even thinking of picking up a book. Huh. With her admiring her boyfriend Kyle's tattoo all day, I doubt she has spare time to do that. Is she depending on Kyle to do the reading for her? Seriously? According to what I saw so far, he's either busy reacting to whatever's coming out of Stacy's mouth. You could make a quip out of that if you were a more lowbrow entertainer. But I'm not that guy. Or working up some shenanigans with his jock buddy. Brian? Was it? So, yeah, right. In the meantime, I should be more concerned about myself than the well-being of the entire school. We too cool for the books. Oh boy. You know, okay. I'm not gonna defend the jocks and the cheerleaders, even though I want to. We'll just move on. Open those eyes. No need for words. the sweetest love songs those eyes utters. Huh? So turn around and sing for me. There was somebody sitting there. There was somebody sitting here. Red arrow. Wait, what? What the hell? Can I turn this back on, by the way? Okay. Let's leave that open. Oh, we can't. Okay, so what do I do with the branch? I guess I'll just leave it. So Sam took a picture of me, I guess. Visited the library again. A bit more people than before, and among them was Brian. It's not worth a bother, but seeing a major skank's boyfriend's bud wandering around in a library is uncanny by anyone's standards. He must have been there to pick the book for Miss Lasley's assignment. I almost got too close to him trying to see what he was going to pick. I really hope he didn't notice that. I'd rather be known as a regular geek than a creepy one. A jock in a library? Now I've seen everything. You know, not all athletes are out of a John Hughes movie, okay? Some of them are smart, too. Come on. Woe is me. Hate to admit, but seeing Brian at the library was today's only diary-worthy event. Probably because it's the only human interaction that didn't give me the sensation of someone talking behind my back. At least today's entry is a tad more meaningful than what I wrote yesterday. I need to revise my book options now. Write you later. Love, Sam. Okay, so you're not, like, obsessed with him yet. I miss him. Even when I'm with him, I see him even when he's not looking. That's the picture. That's the picture that was just taken. Hang on, there's something new. Oh no! I need to get down. I was about to say, I don't want to see anything under my bed. Maybe I use the branch? Use the branch. Yeah, get it. It's pretty crazy so far, guys. It was Mr. Kane's 9th psychology class, and he still managed to come up with another lame activity. This time, he gave each of us a sheet and made us write down some of our own personal traits. For the next 10 cringy minutes, I managed to squeeze out some of the aspects of myself that I could hate less. After that, Mr. Kane told us to think about whether or not others would agree to each of them. He called it re-engaging the perspective toward oneself, blah blah. Wow, like I really needed to evaluate my stupid self. But now, it's not the dumb subconscious exercise that's bugging me. When the papers were being passed around, Brian, yep, him again, kinda smiled at me. It's 11 p.m. now. Why am I writing about this? It's most likely an accidental glance, but I still don't know why the very image hovered in my head for the rest of the class. Okay, the rest of the day. Stupid brain probs wanted an excuse for screwing up today's math test. And then he or she, actually we don't know, drew his face, scribbled it out, said get out of my brain. I like this game a lot so far. What the? Let's put this up, okay. I'm sorry. Oh, we can't check under there. That's smart. That's smart that we can't check under there. I'm sorry, but how big are Sam's hands? They're very small. Got little tiny hands. As the time we spent together grew longer, one question kept on growing with it. What does the me in B's eyes look like? Does he see me as I see him? Does he see me as I see myself? Does he see me as I want him to? I screamed in agony, but there was nobody to even hear it. Will others think that oh my gosh, okay, I guess we'll fill this out. Will others think that I do not overthink? No, you definitely overthink. Would others think that I would never lie to my friends? Never? I'm gonna go no. Would never use others for my own personal gains. You're using a lot of absolutes here. Won't betray anyone close to me. Sure, we'll give you one. Never act on impulse. No. We've already seen you act on impulse in real time. Don't run away from my responsibilities. We'll give you another yes. I'm a fucking freak. No. No, no, no. They don't think that. How about that? Damn. I don't want to insult Sam too much. They're here in my apartment. I was returning some of the books I checked out when he came out of nowhere. Hey, anything worth reading? I never thought the voice was aimed at me, but my heart was somehow already skipping a beat. Brian had to tap me on the shoulder to get my complete attention. Sam, right? I saw you going in and out of the library, he said with buttery voice. It's not like I've been stalking you or anything. I come here from time to time, too, to get the stupid assignment out of the way so I can focus on my games. He said he couldn't find anything interesting to read, and since all he could think of were comics, he could use some guidance. My mind was still jumbled up from the ambush. All I remember saying is, how about Misery? Stephen King's works are good enough to get you started. 'Cause boys like any story with blood and breaking bones, right? Oh god, I don't recall how the rest of the conversation went, but I'm certain he said, see you later, at some point, and I said, yeah, see ya. Misery. Real nice, Sam. If Brian didn't know you were a weirdo, he does now. Okay. There's a little blood on here. Okay. What I did for B. All of them. Because I loved him. Why couldn't he just understand? Others were nothing but poison. I was the only one who truly cared. But B didn't even appreciate the things I've done for him. I never wanted a drama. I never wanted a poemish life. Poetic? Might be the word you're thinking of. A tender, subtle love story written only for his eyes. It's totally fine if no one else gets it as long as B does. B was always welcome in my world. I gave him the key to it. Even if he lost it, he could always come back to our world to find it. And I think it's a good time to come back now, B. Let's go back to our small world where I placed my heart at everywhere you loved. Let's go back. So there's Joe's Diner, Park, Fire Station, Donut Shop, Music Store, Salon, Bookstore, Arcade Gym, Colton Hill. Okay. Am I circling where to go? No. Okay, so the hearts are from Sam. Oh, okay. Let's go back. Okay. Okay. No, I get it. Let's get this. 2 other hearts. Turns out the lake does have a history of having a dead body in it. I know this because I visited there. I visited there because Brian took me there. What? It all happened so fast. I was outside the yard reading when Brian appeared out of nowhere again. He said, hey, and started telling me how he actually enjoyed the book and how he never read the same book twice in his life. And since he was heading out, he offered me to give me a tour of the town. Okay. 10 minutes later, we were passing Joe's Diner. Home of the world famous pancakes, says Brian. There was also an arcade across the diner. Brian hates the place because it's teeming with 10-year-olds. The donut shop was Brian's must-go-to place, too, unlike the music store, which, according to him, seriously needs to restock. I found my own place of interest. Okay, a bookstore. It was weird seeing a bookstore and a gym staying side by side, though. It's not that weird. Okay. At the end of the tour, I finally got to taste that sweet pancake Brian worshipped. Out the window, I could see the weird, gigantic hill that was also visible from my dorm room. Brian revealed that it's his secret base of some kind, since few people actually visit Colton Hill. He jokingly said he could take me there when I'm cool enough. After dinner, Brian dropped me off at the bus station and drove off to meet up with his friends. I was exhausted but hyped up beyond my limits. I can't sleep. How can I when the whole day just feels like a dream? See, wait, is there a Love Sam here? That one's not signed Love Sam, but we can assume that it is. This red pen says epic on it. You know, this diary and the notes I'm finding from Sam, I don't know if they're written by the same person. I know that we keep seeing the SB hearts. Is this Stacy's diary? Okay, so we gotta put, so there's one on Joe's Diner, one on the donut shop, and one on Colton Hill, I believe. We good? We good, huh? I also got the red pen, and I'm not sure what that's for. I miss Morning Dew Bakery. B never shuts up about its donuts. So tasty. Could you have written that in a more serial killer fashion? Come on. They did taste sweet, just like B's heart. Each bite was another memory to savor. I hear you back there. I don't know where you are, creepy hands, but get out of my face. But just like a donut, it had an expiration date. It turned cold and bitter. I miss its warmth. I miss its sweetness. I need to eat it up. You miss its warmth. Check the oven. Wait, why is this open? There's a donut. Put the donut in the microwave. It's a riddle. Put the donut in the microwave. You miss its warmth, right? Microwave the donut. Oh, no, no. Close that. Okay. What? Okay. Oh. The golems just obliterated the hammerheads today. I'm sorry, your mascot is the golem. Wow. I now know why they said Brian and Kyle are more than buds. I would have called them an awesome duo too, if only Kyle wasn't an assload of a douche. I mean, the guy has his name tattooed on his arm. Okay, Kyle sucks. Call me old-fashioned, but I think he should go to a hospital and get that ego checked out, because it must be swollen huge. At least he leaves me alone other than giving me that creepy stare when I pass by. I understand how Stacy can keep hanging out with him, but Brian? They do say we sometimes become friends with those who are at the opposite end, so maybe it's not such a weird thing. For me, the real win was the photos I took of Brian. Watch out for Sam Holt, the rising teenage stalker. Bringing the Polaroid camera I bought years ago during my camera geek phase seems like a good idea now. I know I promised myself to stay away from people, stay away from the drama, but when I look at Brian, when he talks to me, it feels like maybe, just maybe, it's okay to have a little drama for myself. I'm not ready to define what this feeling is, but for now, I'm going to label it as looking for a shoulder to cry on and just shove it under my bed, just like the pictures I took today. Oh, really? Look under the bed. Wait, this isn't Sam's bed. This isn't Sam's room, right? Okay. Kyle gave you a creepy stare, huh? I hated every moment I was not with B. I was helpless. Every day I wanted to call him just so we could chat, but I was afraid of what Brian would think of it. It could even hurt his reputation. When I finally worked up the nerve to call, all I could do was listen to him say, hello. That was as far as our late night phone call chit-chat could go. I hung up, wondering if he knew who was on the other end of the line. Sorry. I remember the strong burning sensation that came every time I called him. That red, fiery sensation. Red. So fucking red. Red everywhere. Sam plus Brian. So wait, okay, so this is Sam's diary. The conspiracy theorist in my head was like, what if this is Stacy's diary? Stacy plus Brian? They both start with S. Sam plus Brian. Huh. Finish what you started. Okay. Oh my god. Huh. Okay, great. Let's find out more of what's going on. Oh, come on! What do I got? Do I gotta do more of them? Oh, okay, there's one in here too. This one looks a little weird. Huh. Okay, so I think that happened because I wasn't doing it right. Yeah. I think I was drawing outside of the lines on accident. No! Okay. Damn it. What? Did I do it? What? Oh no. I heard another set of footsteps. It's Slender the 8 Pages, guys. Sam, meet me at Colton Hill. You know where to find me. Brian. Damn, this game is very effective at the scares. Okay. See, this is a completely separate diary right here. I'm not convinced that this is Sam's diary that we're reading on the desk. Due date for Miss Lasley's book report is right around the corner and I'm still not finished. Only if I wasn't too disturbed. Normally I wouldn't bother reading a teen romance story, but for some reason I thought, hey, why not? The premise for Mingled itself is pretty generic. Jenny has a huge crush on her childhood friend Michael, but she can't get Michael to think of her as more than just friends. She reaches a conclusion that it's because of all those girls around him. So she starts making a list of all the, quote, basic girls who also have a crush on Michael. What she's planning to do with the list is yet to be revealed. If I can finish reading the book by tomorrow, I'll be able to finish the report with enough time for a revise. So they want an A+. P.S. I wonder how Brian is doing with his assignments. Why am I interested? Because he's been asking for my help with some of his works and I gladly agreed to. Why would I do that? Because by helping Brian focus on his practices so he can bring trophies to our beloved school, it's safe to say I'm part of a bigger cause. Not like I'm doing this for personal reasons, right? Like either something drastically changed with Sam, or I don't know. Let's just keep reading. I wanted to read Brian like a book, peep into his beautiful head. That's the window! Fill it with the desires I had to secretly incubate. You. Desires of whispering words like, don't leave me, don't go away, don't smile for others. Don't smile for others? Please don't look away, please don't look away. Does this go here? Oh! It literally meant don't look away. Okay, I won't look away. I'm locked in. No. Okay, I can't read this. Turn on the lamp. Oh, come on. Whoop! Jesus. Stacy invited everyone to the late post-victory party at her place this Friday. Weird that she told me this at the hallway herself. The sudden act of courtesy was enough to leave me frozen. But to think of it, a self-conscious beauty queen like Stacy would love showing off how tolerant she could be. I'd prefer celebrating quietly in my room. But since the party is practically being held for Brian, I thought it'd be sort of rude of me not to be there. He was nothing but nice to me since I met him, so the least I could do is show up. Plus, I could probably witness the face Stacy makes when she sees I actually had the nerve to show up. Maybe, just maybe, I could even piss her off if I managed to strike a conversation with Brian. An Omega, like me, hanging out with an Alpha? Kyle would be busy comforting Stacy, fuming about how I mess up her ecosystem. No peer pressure, Sam. Just clean drinks and hopefully some casual talk with Brian. What could possibly go wrong? Is this the murder party? By the way, great movie. Murder Party? Look it up. Like staring into closed eyes, I could never know if B knew I was looking at him. Did he even know I was there? Maybe he knew but simply didn't care. The only thing looking back is my decaying sanity. I wanted to look away so much, but what's the point when the stench is still there? I started to think the only way to get B's affection was to throw myself off Colton Hill. How did I come so low? All I wanted was a chance to show how I feel about B without any noise getting in the way. I still could have had some peace with Brian despite all the shit I had to deal with. Brian was super likable. Everyone liked everything about him. They couldn't stop smiling when Brian started talking. The smiles they gave him made me want to puke. They smile as if their relationships with Brian mean much more than the ones I have with B. Than the one I have with B. Wait, it's weird. They're writing out Brian's full name here, but then they swap in the B. And yet, I was the only one left with a broken heart when he left Rosen Peak. B was so determined about leaving that being a star player wasn't enough for him. B needed to be a fucking model student. Nothing says, pick me, to college admission like a spotless student record. He can't just shake up. What the fuck is happening? Okay. I'm just gonna yank him out. I think there was a hand in there. Maybe? Oh man, everything's gone wrong. All my senses are screaming in pain. I don't even remember drinking any booze. The pain only escalated the moment Brian texted me, "You feeling okay?" No, I was not okay. And why is Brian asking me this? Did I do something to him? According to Brian, I went from being quiet to crazy happy and cute. His words, not mine, real quick. I was so close to being the center of the party that he had to bring me back to the dorm. Why can't I remember any of them? Congrats, Sam. You've reached a new low in life. Shit. Is this it? Is this how I die? I sincerely asked Brian if there was a good place to kill myself. He said, maybe now is a good time to show you my secret hideout. Since I passed the test by showing the whole school a different me. Huh? Is he seriously going to take me to his Colton Hill hideout? Tomorrow, I'm going to the so-called most romantic place in Rosen Peak with Brian. There's something in my head that's keeping me awake, and it's not hangover. What are these, by the way? Are they little, like, oh, they're like those tiny little pens? Maybe? Golf pencils? Suicide suspected in death of missing teenager. What? The girl of 17 who was found dead at Colton Hill likely ended her own life, police says. Sam Holt, a transfer student of Wayride Academy, had been reported missing for 6 days until Rosen Peak authorities discovered her body in the forest. Due to days of heavy rain around the time of her death, the investigation on Miss Holt's death faced a few challenges. However, interviews with school faculty members and its students led to the possibility that she threw herself off the cliff of Colton Hill after months of rejection from her peers. She was rarely seen with others, says one of her former teachers. She was even publicly humiliated just before her disappearance. Publicly humiliated. It must have worked as the tipping point for her. Rosen Peak police say the fall did not kill Sam instantly. It is possible she gasped for air through her broken neck before dying. Wayride Academy now faces a suspicion of neglecting its students, led by the mother of... Okay. So Sam's dead. What? I can't ever... This is a restroom. Okay. So outside our apartment is a... We're back in the forest. Did Brian kill Sam? Trying to figure it out. That must have been what those steps were for. Remember? He pushed her. Or someone did. Maybe not Brian. Ooh. I heard that. Someone pushed Sam, and it didn't look like it was Brian. Was it Stacy? Is Stacy the stalker? Well, Brian told her to meet him there, though. Apparently Sam was like, I want to kill myself. And Brian was just like, meet me at Colton Hill. OMG, Brian actually took me to Colton Hill. Okay, wait, this isn't the same day. Is it? Hang on, wait. Let me look at the... I want to look at the... No! Can I relook at them? Okay, wait. I must be able to relook at them. October 7th. No, she's still alive here. Okay, so it's not the same time. OMG, Brian actually took me to Colton Hill. The hideout Brian mentioned had a wonderful view of the small town. The whole place under the golden sunset. The best part of this spot was that it was quite hidden and unsafe. You could easily roll down the hill if you were careless or drunk. And no one could find you for days. How awesome is that? Being drunk with that wonderful moment didn't cause any accident, though. We sat there for less than an hour, but it felt like an eternity. I can't remember what we talked about. I do remember saying how beautiful Rosen Peak is, and Brian being all meh about it. I guess you can get fed up with views like this too. Today's only regret is that I failed to bring the true essence of the hill's view back with me. There's a reason why I gave up photography as a hobby in the first place. At least the close-up shot of Brian was not half as bad. When I came back down from the hill, it became clear that my life just became a bit more messed up now. I know because I really want to talk to Brian again soon. Help me get to sleep quickly today, diary. Love, Sam. Brian's secret hideout, a closed Colton Hill hiking route discovered by himself so he can hide from the world around him. Not a flashy place, but it had a great view. Colton Hill, our sanctuary. I wish it could be our special place. Ours and ours only. Colton Hill is nothing but a rock pile of blood-soaked memories now. Why did he have to break my fucking heart? Was I just one of his many friends? I mean, this might just be a character that we don't even know. It might not be Sam, or Stacy, or anyone else. Maybe that's it. Maybe why he wanted to leave, even after I told him we won't be together anymore. He thought he was too good for Rosen Peak, and me. To him, I was just a background in this picture. Background... I'm gonna have to ask you to stop doing that. I hate that. I hate that. You don't deserve a face. Well, I don't have one, as you can see. I didn't even look in there. The book report was finished days ago, but I can't stop thinking about Mingle. I was reading that. Man, really effective scares. No! Stop it! Stop taking my picture! Stop! Is it coming from the shower? Polaroid camera. I hope you remember how to take a picture. Oh my god. Let me read the rest of this. To summarize the rest of the book, Jenny goes on this jealousy-fueled sabotage rampage on every girl who has a crush on Michael. I know it sounds horrible without context, but it's actually kind of cute. Oh, sorry, I didn't read this. Mostly because my stupid brain thinks I'm sort of like the main character, Jenny. She finally stands on top, but Michael finds out what she's done. He breaks Jenny's heart, saying he can't be sure of who she is anymore. Things work out in the end, but that's not why I sympathize with the dorky psycho girl. Brian is just like Michael. Popular, has killer biceps, busy hanging out with people. I can't see what he wants because of all the noise around him. I know he wants to go to college, but what about beyond the boring stuff? What kind of person does he like? What does he think about me? He told me about his mom, how she died of cancer last year. It must have been so hard trying to look okay in front of everyone who's depending on him. I sometimes feel like he can't see me because he's so busy trying to meet everyone's expectations. I know how those around us can be hurtful and it's dangerous to rely on them so much. I just wish I could tell Brian one day that I'm here for him. Okay, so maybe this is Sam's diary, because we can start to see a transformation taking place. Brian got what he wanted in the end. He left Rosen Peak as soon as he was given the chance. As for me, I was left to suffocate in the hole of tainted memories until I drowned in my own endless nightmare. What is this, a Papa Roach song? Damn. Don't leave me. Every day, every night, I'm surrounded by whispers. Whispers that lie. Whispers that eat away my brain piece by piece. No matter how I try to see? Oh god, I hear them again. Are you in a healthy relationship? No. Oh, I can only click yes. One must take as much as one gives. Yeah, sure, I guess. Obsession is a stronger form of love. No. No one can have what you can't. No. B never loved you. They're both no. Because you are a selfish little shit. All your problems are caused by you. It's all your fault. Not my fault. Your survey results. It looks like your eyes are still closed. It's like listening to your own voice only. Keep listening then. Maybe you'll understand something this time. I understand nothing from that. Okay, let's keep going. It's getting worse. The fucking shithole town left a disgusting crack on my heart, and it's getting bigger and bigger. Wait. I didn't read this. Miss Lasley gave us an easy poetry assignment for once. She says it's okay to make a parody of the classics as long as we stick to the ABCB pattern. So I took the liberty of letting my imagination go ABC berserk. Here's a slight taste of my early work. Roses are red, violets are blue. My life would have sucked if it wasn't for you. Call me Sam Spear. Or is it Hot Spear? Ooh, I remember when people used to spell hot with 2 T's. Very 2006. I could have waited for Brian to ask for my help with homework again, but I decided to make the first move this time. And guess what? He said he can handle it alone. Call me paranoid, but I'm worried I might have hurt Brian's pride. That's what happens when Sam opens her idiot mouth or uses her idiot brain. P.S. I decided to carry my diary in my bag. The doors in the girls' dorm are way too easy to open. Not as easy as Stacy, though, if you know what I mean. I even saw one of the girls using a notepad to crack her door open. Besides, I have this weird hunch someone's been reading my diary. I decided to not ignore this hunch. When I ran out of places to run, I only had one solution. Now my memories are scattered all over the dark. Now I must look for them. Okay. I know what to do. Wait, maybe I don't do this, because I haven't found anything yet. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now I think I can look for them. What did it say? I indulge. I indulge your gaze. Okay, well, that's, you know, that's one. Wow. I cherish your smile. Let's go in the bathroom. What did it say? Be my endless sun rays. Okay. So the thing on the wall is just what it says on the photo. Oh. That's where the last one was. Keep me forever warm. Okay. So, let's see. Gaze, sun rays, smile, warm. Oh, that's it. With Brian preparing for a rematch with the Hammerheads, I once again gladly gave him a hand with the non-important homework stuff. I must say, the teachers here don't give their poor students a break just because a test is over. It's not like I'm burdened with helping out, but Brian is really trying hard to get good grades. From what I heard, he doesn't have much to worry about going to college since he's practically a local football star. Maybe his pushy police chief dad raised him to be an overachiever. Police chief dad, huh? It's funny how a model athlete like Brian got friends like Kyle, who always find excuses to pull him out of school. It's unfair, really. As long as you are a sports star, you'll end up with douches like him, no matter how nice a person you are. I don't speak with Kyle much, but I don't need to talk to know what he's like. First of all, his girlfriend is friggin' Stacy Lanings. The stare he gives me when I pass by is enough to creep me out for a whole day. I would be lucky if Stacy didn't come along and start yapping about how Brian is out of my league. She has Kyle to play with, so why would she even care? Like, ask your boyfriend out for a drive. Jeez. Have a nice life with him so Brian can stay out of the poison he does not deserve. I'm guessing I gotta check. We always gotta check. Again? With you? Fine. Oh. Decline. Oh, well, whatever. I wake up without waking up. Same rainy night. My lifeless room, endless nightmare. Getting real old. Fine. Okay, bye. You could just come out and say hello. Peeking at me from around the corner. Cheeky monster. So wait, is this like Sam coming back from beyond the grave? Huh. Are these the stalls I saw earlier? This is the person I saw on the survey on the app. Green Heart University. So that must have been where Brian went. Can't tell if there's something. What the fuck are you smiling at? Okay, ripped it. Did I die? I think I did. Okay, wait, I'll do it again. This time I'll run away from the thing. Okay, here we go. What do you do? Okay, into the stall. This is for B. Don't pussy out. Push, push, push the shutter. You are nothing but trash. You are nothing but trash. Okay. You belong here. And it points to the trash can. I wish I could freaking see. Is there something in the trash can? There's something in there, yeah. Hey! Hey! Give that to me, I want to read it. Oh, my apartment's all lit up now, huh? Oh my god. Go, go, go! I think it was behind me. Well, starting to get a bit trashier in here, isn't it? We're sleeping with our trash. Because that's all we are, right? We're trash. Oh boy. Okay, let's read it. There's a consulting session for Greenheart University student programs. They call it GUSP. LOL. WTF. At the gym today. I've seen its posters all over the school since the day I arrived. I had nothing better to do, so I decided to give a visit and spend my precious after-school time reading brochures. And once again, just like at the library, I was surprised to see Brian there. He was at the early design program booth. I wanted to talk to him, but instead I ran from my room, jumped to my bed, and out of nowhere, tears started to drop. I bet it was because of those stupid hearts. Yep, I saw those hearts again. Now they were on the gym walls, too. Whoever drew them must be very insecure about the relationship. Insecure like me. Deep down, I know I want my own hearts on the wall too, but seeing Brian at the university booth felt like finally getting punched by reality. I have no idea what I'll be doing in a couple of years. I thought of staying here at Rosen Peak, but with Brian preparing to leave, there's just no point to it. No Brian, no hearts on the wall. God, it's like my brain's creating a storm. I'm just gonna lie down for a bit. Hopefully I'll wake up next week. Okay. Can we continue, or are you done? My life is nothing but a repetition of waking up with nothing to live for, not even a false hope to look forward to this time. Long ago, when I finally got to accept my feelings for Brian, I thought everything was going to change, but every day was still just like every day. He was still a school star, I was still his friend. When you live in Rosen Peak, people expect things to stay the same. If anything changed between us, it could ruin B and everything around him. So that's how it went. Nothing changed when my whole world burned. I keep telling myself maybe after graduation I'll be able to express my feelings for him. I let the fire in my heart eat through my soul and body. I called myself a coward. But I chose to keep what little I had to enjoy. I was a poor kid crawled up in bed. Her. Do I? No? Okay. Poor? Do I really deserve that charity title? Am I really the victim of all of this? Who is here to judge me anyway? It's all over. Everyone left me. Why do I have to feel like I'm being chased? Like someone's always watching me? Like someone's always trying to judge me? Stacy. How did the invite go? She in or not? So I'm talking to Stacy? Oh, she's coming. Dorks like her can't say no to a party like this. Sweet. Time to give her the drama she wants so bad. Are we Kyle? I know I used half of this diary writing about Stacy being a bitch, but now she's just unstable. It wasn't even past the first class when I saw her arguing like crazy with Kyle. Heard her shouting something like, "I'm done doing shit for you," before storming away. Then she saw me. I was her next target. She strutted toward me and said, "This is all your fault. Why don't you go back to fucking San Diego?" Well, what did I do? She was off before I could even open my mouth. I turned to Kyle for answers, but he was gone too. Come to think of it, I rarely saw them hanging out recently, but I didn't know things were this intense. Brian's been acting weird too, though. He hasn't talked to me much recently. He even looks somewhat more upset than usual. I finally tried to ask him what was wrong, but he cut me short, asking if I called him again last night. Or last night again. All I could give was a blank face until Brian said never mind and walked away. So someone's calling him. It's not Sam, right? What was that about? What do you mean by again? Calling him in the middle of the night for no reason is something I've dreamed of, but that doesn't mean I actually did it. What the hell is going on? It's because of her. The moment she came into our lives, what little I had to enjoy started to crumble. They're talking about Sam. Only bad changes happen in my life, no matter how hard I try to protect it. A city girl just asking to become an outsider. That was all she was to me. Hell, that was all she was to everyone else, even to B. But then I saw them talking at the library. I couldn't see clearly, but I could know it from B's face. He was making her smile. It was another smile taunting my feelings for B. No one would ever know what kind of emotions I was hit with at that moment. A change was happening, and I didn't like it at all. Stacy didn't like it either. This is Kyle's diary. And she could never stand letting an easy social prey slip away from her. Naturally, Stacy took a peek into her diary one day. She took pictures of some of the entries and sent them to me and her gang. She wanted everyone to join her twisted and childish game. Bummer. Was hoping to do nasty stuff to her drunk ass. Still can't believe Brian had to take her away like that. Well, needy bitches like Sam do make some people feel sorry. She did mention something about her dad in her diary. Bet she has some nasty daddy issues too. Got an idea. How about we show everyone how needy a bitch can be? Sounds fun. But how? Leave it to me. Just keep reading her diary once in a while. Oh. These are ugly green lockers. We eat hammers for breakfast and drink their tears to wash them down. Go golems! Golems? What's going on in here? Yeah. We're Kyle. Damn. Die alone forever, forever here. What the fuck are you smiling at? The diary had no special meaning to me, not until I read about how Brian took that cunt on a fucking tour of the town. He had no interest in girls whatsoever, and suddenly now he's hanging out with an outsider? That moment I got tired of doing nothing. I knew I had to do something, so I gave Stacy an idea. It was going to be easy. Spike her drink, get her wasted, and humiliate the shit out of the city girl in front of everyone. Only then would she know her place. It could have been so simple, only if B didn't get in the way. I don't even know how to describe what happened this morning. This is fucked up. My hands are shaking. It started when I opened my locker and something poured out. For a few seconds, my brain was cut off from whatever was happening. When I finally looked down, there were dozens of pictures scattered on the hallway floor. All of them were pictures of Brian with gibberish written on them. The whole school was at the hall. They looked at the pictures, then at me, and then at the pictures. Brian was there too. The face he gave me. The face of disgust. He turned away and left. He didn't even say anything. I tried to chase him. Say something. Anything to him. But the floor started spinning and people started whispering, like they knew what was going on. The air soon began to choke my throat. I swept what was on the floor and ran out of class. Of course, Stacy must have something to do with this. I looked for her, but she was nowhere to be found. The rest of the day was about nothing but avoiding eye contact with everyone. I can't sleep. Brian's not answering any of my texts. There's no one to talk to. Poor Stacy, or poor Sam, sorry. Up. Yeah, poor Sam. She's not the villain after all. Kept saying nothing was going on between them. But I wasn't about to believe everything was just rainbows and butterflies. How could you? In my eyes, Sam was using Brian to fill her sad, empty life. I couldn't let that happen. What is this Tomie shit right here? No, they're fused together, huh? She wanted drama she didn't deserve. She doesn't deserve shit. She doesn't get to barge in and start stealing the life I've only dreamed of. Stacy kept doing what she does best, digging into others' secrets. She sent pictures of the little shit's diary pages to me. That's how I found out about their little trip to Colton Hill. So Kyle killed Sam. It was our hideout since first year of high school, and her presence turned it into fucking nothing. How could B do this to us? The only way to break them apart was to show Brian what a creep she was. There was a little eye that showed up there. That was cool. I kept reading the disgusting words she wrote on her diary. Blarg is what it's written here. Okay. At the same time, I felt something, a reminder of how I felt when I fell for B. How it felt so right and terribly wrong. Screaming into my pillow never helped with making the feelings go away. We're texting Stacy now. Did you find the diary yet? Babe, I think you're taking this too seriously. Yeah. Did you find it or not? I think she knows I'm sneaking into her room. I can't find it anywhere. Babe, don't you think you're too obsessed with breaking them up? You're giving up now? Forget it! Please, babe. Maybe Brian doesn't even like the girl. I said forget it. Okay, last page of Sam's diary. The school counselor called me today. Mr. Ferns asked me if the rumors were true. Rumors that I've been leaving heart drawings all over the school. Rumors that I've been stalking Brian. At this point, the whole school must be out of its mind. I didn't even know the letters in the fucking heart spelled S and B. And what, just because the initials are S and B, suddenly every name that starts with them are either Sam or Brian? And guess what? Even crazier words are on the streets. Sam Holt, the daughter of a child molester, craves forbidden love. How on earth did Stacy find out about my dad? Why would she do so much to fuck up my life? And where the fuck is she? Is she... You know what? I'm tired. I'm tired of waiting for Brian to listen to me. I'm tired of looking for words that describe this fucked up situation. I can't believe I have to go through this again so far from home, and so soon. Brian, please, please say something. Oof. Then I remembered. She wrote something about her dad. It must have had something to do with her existence in my life. I started digging. It wasn't even a challenge. Keith Holt, arrested for sexually assaulting a teenager. It was beautiful. I found the perfect ending. All I had to do next was fill in the rest of the story. Hang on, what is this? Are these eyes gonna open at some point? That looks like a Facebook comment or something. Brenda Jones. Gee, how could Sam Holt not kill herself? If my dad went on the news for touching teenage girls, that's bye-bye world for me. Lol. September 6, 2005. Wow. So that's why they moved, huh? Sam Holt calls Brian from a payphone in the middle of the night and silently listens to his voice. Sam Holt takes Brian's picture and keeps them hidden in her locker. Sam Holt draws hearts all over the school to let others know Brian is hers. A needy city girl with serious issues. She was just a disaster waiting to happen. No one, even Brian, would think otherwise. I made all the preparations while Stacy spread the rumors I created. It was never easy. I once almost got caught taking a picture of Brian using the restroom. But I kept going. Every picture I took was a love confession I could never make. Every heart I drew was my sacrifice for him. And in the end, I got what I wanted. When enough suspicion piled up on Sam, I stuffed all the pictures I took into her locker. It was a happy coincidence that B was there to see the spectacular unfold when it happened. It was over. Things were about to turn back to normal. And then Stacy's drama-filled head exploded. What am I hiding from? Maybe you can run forever. What? Maybe you can run forever. Okay. Maybe you'll be able to live again. Finally move on. Lol, JK, you're gonna die. And this is a note. I'm done watching you get away with the shit you've done to me. Did you really think I wouldn't find out that you've been using me to break Sam and Brian apart so you can have some fun with her? Well, I had my share of fun when I told Brian what you've been doing. You should have seen the face he made when I got to the part of you drawing those hearts all over school. Hope you enjoy your happy life now that there's no Brian to get in your way. Oh, by the way, I saw you staring at that college poster. What, did you like the girl in the poster too? Is it why you tore her face off? You need help, and don't bother calling me Stacy. All right. So that's what Stacy's head exploding looked like. Please, man. Stacy got it all wrong. It's just a misunderstanding. I was just trying to prevent Sam from getting into your head. Please, B, don't do this. Text me back, please. The day Stacy told Brian was the last day he talked to me. He was so angry at me. He would never understand what I did for him. Typical. So fucking typical. Again, I was left alone to suffer. This time, someone had to pay for it, and we know what happened. It showed a letter in a locker. Oh. It was a fake note that Kyle gave her. He gave her the note. Yeesh. Okay. There's two directions to go. Okay. That was the wrong way, I guess. Okay. I don't like this part. I think I know what you have to do, but... See, one of them advances on you, and you have to go towards the other one. Oh my god, that took forever. So yeah, Sam got the note. And here we are pushing off the cliff as Kyle. So we're playing as Kyle now. Everything that's happening, I think, is the ghost of Sam. Yeah. The note, it's in her bag. Must get rid of it. Get the stick. Oh, that's why the stick was in the kitchen. She was still alive, of course, just as the police report said. And that's how we have her diary. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, we burned it with our Bic lighter. Now what? Okay. Now we leave. Oh, I was in the closet. Okay. Yeah. All right, we're putting the lighter down. It was an accident. I never meant to kill her. Or maybe I did. Did I? But it doesn't matter now. Did any of what I did matter? I left the team soon after what happened at Colton. After that, the school. From what I've heard, Brian easily got accepted to the university. He left town right after graduation. The fact that he's a star athlete with notable school record worked like a charm. He's been growing the idea of leaving Rosen Peak since his mom died. Living alone with his obnoxious dad didn't help much with being attached to his hometown. We never got to talk about it seriously. Brian didn't really want to, but every time he hinted about leaving, I tried so hard to ignore what it meant for me. Even those college posters all over the school were laughing at me. They're making fun of the impending doom. They were all saying, haha, see? You're gonna die alone here. Maybe I knew. I knew that Bea took an interest in Sam because she was just a clueless new girl who was lonely enough to do anything for any guy who was nice to her. But jealousy is a strong creature. It quickly devoured my mind. Soon, anger took control of me, and I just needed someone to be mad at. Other than Brian. Even after he left me, anger stayed. It devoured me whole. And again, it's time to wake up. But wake up for what? To be greeted by the fact that I must start running around in circles again? That I must stick needles into my body so I can forget my past for a few fucking minutes? It's just like that story Miss Lastly told us once about. The shortest horror story in the world. The last man on Earth heard a knock on the door. I'm alone in my room. I'm alone in this world. There's someone knocking on the door. I don't know who it is, but I keep the door locked. No one comes in. No one goes out. I'm so tired. I just want it to end. Let's just wake up. Let's just open the door. I don't care who or what's waiting for me. But what about my diary, the one I've been keeping to remind myself how I am the victim of everything that's happened? I don't know what I would do without it. What will keep me from going insane? So here comes the big question. Should I keep it? No. You should. No, it's time to admit. I've been keeping a memory of lies. I'm the only one to blame for the shit I had to deal with. It's about time I burned it. But what after that? I could open the door out of here, face whatever is waiting for me, or I could just stay with the fire and let go. Whatever the choice, it's time to say goodbye. Oh my god, you pick it up while you're looking at the book. I kept trying to get up from my chair and use it. No! Come on. Finally. Was it like soaked in kerosene or something? Oh. Hi, Sam. I was finally awake. My head was aching from the desperate pumping of my heart. My burning lungs sucked in air for what felt like an eternity. But I knew nothing was over. I need to get what's coming to me. I told the police everything that happened 3 years ago. Well, you got what you deserved, Kyle. It won't fix what I've done, but at least I finally got the closure I deserve. I know it doesn't mean anything now, but goodbye, B. It was very good. Not perfect, but what game is? Yeah, really enjoyable. Very clever scares, good atmosphere, like the premise. It's just very cleverly designed, very thoughtfully executed. You know, has a respect for atmosphere, has this kind of cinematic quality to it. Wasn't just something that was thrown together. So yeah, I really liked this. There's a lot of reading, but it's part of the experience. You know, it's part of how the scares are so effective. So I like Love Sam quite a bit. I would say this is definitely up there with some of the best indie horror games I've played. Which, it's been a while since I've played one that I could say that about, so very happy to have checked this one out. Been playing some good stuff lately on the channel. I hope it continues. We'll see. I did kind of hold off on playing this for about a month, so that's my bad. I like the twists and turns that the story went on. I like that at first it frames it like Sam is stalking Brian, but then you get Sam's actual diary, and eventually you realize that there's something's not quite right. So then, you know, with the initials SB, you can theorize it's maybe Stacy's diary that you're reading. But there are some hints in there. You know, I feel like I picked up pretty early that Kyle was a suspect, and that was a good twist in there. You also assume that you're playing as Brian in the apartment. I think the game's scarier during that time than it is when you realize you're playing Kyle and you're being haunted by Sam instead of Brian being stalked by Sam. I don't know, I guess the idea of a stalker is a bit scarier to me than a vengeful ghost. But nevertheless, I did like the story. It wasn't a predictable story. It was well executed. I liked it. Liked it a lot. And for a game that's only a couple bucks, this is pretty nice. Now, I think there were a couple different choices that I made, so there may be multiple endings, but I'm satisfied with the one I got. If you want to check it out, I encourage you to download the game. Maybe you can see the other endings. Anyway, let me know what you guys thought about Love Sam in the comments, and I will see you guys in the next video. Think critically. Hey guys, if you enjoyed Love Sam, I'd also like to recommend Anatomy, one of the best indie horror games I've played in recent years, as well as Stories Untold, a story that is mostly told through text. Links at the end of the video.